Today, you'll learn the easiest 5-minute daily routine to reach the C1 level of English that I know of. And I'm here to tell you that your current studying routine is a complete waste of time. I'm dead serious. I see it all the time. If you're just watching Netflix, using random language learning apps, or even just listening to English media in the background while you're doing other things, then I'm afraid to tell you that you're confusing being busy with actually being productive. And you best believe that giving random, uncertain efforts towards learning English will get you random and uncertain results. And this is why you're still stuck at the intermediate level of English. This is why you're not advancing or making progress towards the C1 level nearly as fast as you want to. In this video, I'll show you how to learn more effectively and how to make more progress in 5 minutes than the amount of progress that most of you are making in literally hours of studying. This is the exact simple drill that will increase your English level so you don't need to guess anymore. If you're new, welcome to ARC English. We help people go from intermediate to advanced English faster by working smarter and not harder. With that being said, it's crucial that you actually understand why quality is way more important than quality, specifically when it comes to learning English. Now, if you've been subscribed to the channel for a while, then you've probably already heard my story about Plain Jane. For those of you who are new here and you're unfamiliar with Plain Jane, she was a very nice young lady, and I was helping her out with her English. Her name isn't actually Plain Jane, but let's call her that to protect the real person's real name. So Jane was the epitome. She was the perfect example of the common English learner who was just stuck at the intermediate level of English and could not get out of it. And Jane would work on her English every single day, which is good, but she would be doing very average things to improve her English level. And guess what? She got average results. And you know what they say? If you play silly games, you win silly prizes. Now, the study schedule of Jane was pretty much like this. She would spend around 30 minutes per day on Duolingo. Then she would spend 30 minutes per day watching her favorite Netflix show with English subtitles. And then she would scroll through Instagram and TikTok for mixed periods of time, just consuming different types of posts and short form videos on those platforms. Now, these drills aren't even necessarily that bad if you're at the beginner levels of English. However, if you want to go from intermediate to advanced, then you're seriously going to need to change the way that you approach learning English to get to the C1 level. And the tweaks that Jane needed to make to her studying routine were actually quite simple. And all it takes really is just 5 minutes a day to do the same thing that she did. It's very easy to do, but it's also very easy not to do if you're lazy. So let me explain. Now, the 5-minute drill is broken down into 4 incredibly simple steps. Step number 1, find a piece of English media that is ideally less than 1 minute long. Step number 2, listen to the English media while shadowing what the speaker or speakers are saying in the video. Step number 3, answer an open-ended question about the media that you just consumed, and then answer it in written format. Step number 4, record yourself reading your written answer aloud. That's it. Now, let me go into a little bit more detail just to make sure that you're doing this correctly. So, for step number 1, when it comes to choosing your media, I would highly recommend that you choose media that is somehow relevant to you, your interests, or things that you are involved in real life. And then I also highly recommend that you choose media that is more realistic, such as interviews, podcasts, and real conversations, as opposed to scripted conversations in dramatic TV shows and dramatic movies. If you're at one of the intermediate levels of English, you also, of course, want to choose media where you can apply the 80-20 principle, which just means you can understand roughly 80% of what is being said. And then you can make an educated guess on what the other 20% of the words mean, just based around the context. For step number 2, if necessary, you can use subtitles to make it easier to shadow what you're listening to. If you feel like you don't need the subtitles or you want to challenge yourself without the subtitles, then don't use the subtitles. That's fine. Also, if you're not sure if you're at the B1 level or the B2 level, or you're generally just not sure what your English level currently is, I just created a free English level test that you can take to find out what your general level of English is. So I'll leave a link to that somewhere in the pinned comment or the description below. For step number 3, examples of open-ended questions could be the following. Do you agree or disagree with what was just said in the video, and why? If you were in the position of the person in the video, would you do the same thing that they did, or would you say the same thing that they said, and why? What was your impression of the person in the video? How would you describe their personality traits, and why would you give them that description? And for step number 4, try to record yourself just on the app on your phone with just one take. Don't try to do 100 different takes to try to get it perfect. Just do one take and then work it from there. It's perfectly fine to make mistakes on the recording if you can identify where you're going wrong and where you need to improve, and then actually fix the mistakes. So now I'm literally going to demonstrate the 5-minute exercise just to show you what it looks like in real time. So I'm going to pull up my phone. I'm going to go to YouTube Shorts or TikTok, and I'm going to play a short video. I'll play this ad right here. You may or may not hear it, but I'm playing a short video.
Sitting down and sharing a meal with your loved ones. But this year, you can actually also share that meal with a family thousands of miles away in places like Sudan, Yemen, and Gaza. Because now you know about the life-changing app, Share the Meal.
So it's just an ad that's talking about how to use their application called Share the Meal. Now that I just watched that short excerpt from that video that was roughly 30 seconds long, I'll move over to step 2. So as you might have heard, it's just a small excerpt from an ad that's talking about an application called Share the Meal, and it's showing how to use it and why to use it. So after listening to it once, you can honestly just play it back and then actually shadow it and actually repeat what you just listened to the first time. In total, this should take you about 1 minute. Now for step 3, the open-ended question. I can ask myself, do I agree with what they're trying to do with this application, or do I disagree with it, and why? So I'll pull out my phone. I'll just go to the Notes application and I'll just type, I agree that this app has good intentions and wishes to be charitable. However, I don't know if I would immediately donate without researching the background of the person who runs the organization. There, just like that, I wrote an answer to an open-ended question from the short media that I just listened to. This can take you up to a minute long, maybe even less, depending on how fast you type. And then finally, for step 4, I just go to the voice memo app on my phone and I just record myself reading my answer aloud, which I already did as I was typing it, but I would just record myself reading it aloud. And then I'd play back the recording if I saw any mistakes in what I was saying, or if I was uncomfortable pronouncing a certain word. Let's say I was uncomfortable with the word immediately. I didn't know how to pronounce it. Then I would stop. I would look at immediately. I would look up the correct pronunciation just on Google. And then I would say it out loud 5 times. Just immediately, 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 immediately. Just by doing this, just by physically training your mouth and activating your mouth to say this word that you were less comfortable with saying, will make it much, much, much more likely for you to actually remember and retain it And then it will make it feel much more natural to actually use the next time it comes up because you have physically trained your mouth to say it. You didn't passively read it or listen to it, you physically experienced the word. So it's going to be much more memorable and much more difficult to forget and mess up the next time. It really is just this simple. You can do this with 5 minutes, maybe even less than 5 minutes a day, and you will legitimately see progress as you're going to be training your mouth to say certain things and actually articulate yourself a little bit more spontaneously. And trust me, once you've practiced expressing yourself 1 time, 10 times, 100 times, 1,000 times, it's just going to wash over and feel like second nature. Before you know it, you're actually not even going to think about it. You're not going to translate in your head and think these things through. It's just going to naturally flow off the tongue because you've done it so many times already. That's how it works. That's how you actually improve your speaking and your writing and articulation skills in general when it comes to the English language. So to recap, if you look at Jane's old routine of 30 minutes of Duolingo every day, 30 minutes of just watching Netflix, and then 30 minutes of scrolling through content, she got really good at understanding English, even the nuances of English. She could understand really well, but she still couldn't really speak. And that's because she didn't practice her speaking nearly enough. So, literally, just by going through this exercise for 5 minutes a day or more, if you want to, you're going to make more progress than someone who spends 2 hours passively consuming English media because you are actually activating and exercising all of your English skills in this drill. Now, if you found any part of this video at all valuable, please let me know by liking the video. And after you take our new free English level test, be sure to come back and comment your current level of English and what your native language is. If you want a more in-depth analysis of how to learn advanced English, be sure to watch the next video on the screen.